God. Now the seal of God is at a place He's telling the whole four winds. What's going on with these four winds? Because without the wind of God, death will come. So why are we reminded about four winds? Can anybody tell me? Say, you see, what happened in Ezekiel? It is the reformation and the clarification of not only a end-time moment, but an end-time day. In Ezekiel chapter 37. In Ezekiel chapter 37, it talks about God speaks to the prophet Ezekiel, and he says, can these dry bones dead bones live? What is the process that will cause something that's dismantled to be mantled again? What is the process? Something that has been disassembled to reassemble itself. The only way it can do it, he says, first you have to prophesy the prophetic message and cause what is separated to come back together. When he prophesied, he called the bones to come back together, and everything was connected as one as it was in the beginning. The second thing he does, he speaks now what is called covering on the bones. And the next thing he does, he speaks what is called the muscles on the body. And that is the support system that calls the body to be a symbol, not only a symbol that has support, but now it has strength again. And the next thing he does, once those bones, once those support, once those muscle, once those skins now come. Skin represents security. Sound like the five seals of God coming together. Who am I helping up in here? And after those four processes, because once God prophesies in the beginning, it is the promise of God. Never will I leave you, nor will I forsake you. I'll be with you even to the end of the time. That means God promised, even though it looks like we're broken, it looks like we have fallen, it looks like God has abandoned us. The promises of God is still yes and amen. And once God moved past his promise, he turns right around and then tells us, now I'm going to give you my protection. The protection is you're greater as one, as more than individuals. See, your problem is you're trying to do it by yourself, with yourself and through yourself. And that's why you don't have no power doing it. But when you ever, the old psalmist used to say, when all God's children get together, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When all God's children come together, oh, what a day that'll be. When we can think as one, do as one, and still be many. I wish I had somebody up in here. Tell somebody I'm good at what I do, but I'm better at it when I'm doing it with you. God help us now. Who am I talking to? I am good at what I do, but I'm better at what I do when I'm doing it with you. Because with you, I'm not by myself. I'm united with myself. Because I'm one in you and God is doing it. And let everything be with God as we do it through inspiration, dedication, and sacrifice of commitment. Tell somebody and tell them I can do it a long way, but I can go further if I go with you. I can move some stuff, but I can move mountains when I do it with you. I can know a few things, but I know a whole lot of things when I'm connected with you. Somebody ought to bless God in this place. I said somebody ought to bless God in this place. Tell somebody and say, I almost acted like Jacob. When Jacob was prophesying today, he saw his soul becoming a snake and a viper, laying by the roadside, trying to bite the heel of the white horseman, which is faithful and true. And then he looked around. You got to see that moment in verse 49, chapter 49, verse number 18. And then Jacob moved back. One translation said he was at a moment of death. But then he looked around and said, oh Lord, thy great salvation, thy Lord, thy Redeemer, thy Lord, thy salvation. What he did, he got in the spirit, and he saw even though the serpent came through his riches and tried to stop the move of God, he saw salvation crush the head of the serpent, crush the head of the enemy. Some of you right now, the devil tried to kill you. He tried to destroy you, kill your reputation, destroy your integrity, and he almost killed you. say that's a revelation. Almost. But touch somebody and tell them, and the process is almost. I still got a seal. I still got a promise. That even though I fall, I can get back up. Why? Because the seal of God